Hello everyone! Welcome to this game! So, it's been a while since I've last played a game created with a PC RPG Maker. Must have been a couple of years in fact. This one was created with RPG Maker VX Ace. It was made by Sacred Star Team, which is a small group of developers. They released it for Steam last October, and I am playing this at their request. Hashtag free copy. Now, this is going to be a blind playthrough. I've seen part of the opening because I was doing some audio balancing and also seen the trailer and some screenshots, but otherwise I have no idea what's going to be going on in this. I need to kind of move this, by the way, so that I can see the chat. There we go. Controller working? I have to select the screen again. Yes, controller is working. Everything should be functioning properly. By the way, it's the first time in a while that I've played a game where you can see the mouse on the screen, so if I happen to leave the mouse on screen, let me know and I'll remove it. As far as audio balancing goes, I've done the best I can. I can only test based on the very beginning of the game, so if the music gets any louder throughout the game, well, I won't find out until later. It should be good, though. My goal here is to not have the music drown out my voice. Alright, so let's see here. Try to get this started. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, so button arrangement might be a little weird. For example, I'm pressing the X button in order to select things. So this game has different difficulty settings, it looks like. Let's see. Easy mode. Reduces enemy stats by 25%. Recommended to those who just want to enjoy the story. No. I'm going to be doing hard mode, but let me see what these others are like. Nightmare mode increases enemy stats by 50%. This is a mode for true madmen who want to stare death in the face and emerge victorious against all odds. Save often. You are going to die. Mistakes aren't tolerated. Additionally, times 1.5 more experiences gained from battles, and certain enemies will use nightmare-only skills. Interesting. And hard mode just increases stats by 25%, intended for those who want a little more of a kick to their RPG combat. There's less leeway and death is always lurking. While it does sound interesting, seeing some nightmare-exclusive attacks coming my way, it also sounds painful. So I'm going with normal mode. Game's intended difficulty mode. All enemy stats are tuned to their normal values, so we'll go with this. In a wintry country high above the storm-racked seas, there lived a valiant warrior with hair and heart of flame. Her name was known throughout the floating city Garenia as a fighter fierce and cunning, formidable as a foe. Every so often I will misread something, you'll have to forgive me for that. But as a friend, she was known little, and her heart was known less still. With time she was so little known that she ceased to know herself. What once seemed whole had crumbled, and what was promised was forgotten. So begins our little story of mending and remembrance. Very nice art. So we got Veilie at first. Good morning, Priel. And the person walking up to the cabin is Priel. Good afternoon, Veilie. Oh, you're already up. I came here to wake you. Thanks, but I just finished a leisurely lunch. Did you really just roll out of bed? Nope, I was dragged out. Are you excited for your final fight in the arena today? I wish I could make it. Yeah, I'm pumped. Once I'm the champ, the vanguards will have to give me more work. But how come you're missing out? Gunnar took a job to scare off some of the monsters acting up around Icefall. I can't bail on my brother again. Sure you can. Bailing builds character. Hey, I think I just figured out why the Vanguards aren't giving you work. Please, that's only one of the reasons. Oh, I get it. It's our loss, though, not having you on more missions. You and I both know you're the strongest among us, Priel. Once you win in the finals today, everyone else will know, too. Thanks, Bailey. It'd be nice if everything were that simple. By the way, to the creators of the game, I hope you forgive me for pronouncing some of the names wrong. While we got a moment here to think about the game, can't help but notice down in the lower right there's an A and Q option. Let's see if I can figure out what buttons those are. So A is a chat log. That is actually a really good thing to have because that will allow me to reread something that I didn't quite understand. It happens a lot. And if I press Q, which button on my controller is Q? Well, tell you what, I'm missing out on dialogue trying to find it. Okay, well, let me reread what I missed. Okay. Wants to see how great you are. Oh yeah, thanks, Bailey. It'd be nice if everything were that simple. Why wouldn't it be? Once they all see how great you are, they'll have to respect you. Respect is hard won. Fear comes more easily. Well, if you don't think people are going to respect you, then why are you fighting? You don't want to be feared, do you? This is a lot more dialogue than I saw on screen in those text boxes. Is there a skip cutscene button that I inadvertently pressed? I think just to be on the safe side, I'm going to want to use my keyboard for those other options, at least initially. Depends on who's afraid of me. Haha, good point. You're a good sport, Bailey. Too rare of a quality. Aw, shucks. But today I have to be a good sister, too. Oh, speaking of which, who are you going to pick for your partner? My what? Didn't they tell you? For the final round of the championship, you need to fight as a pair. Apparently you're going up against a pretty dangerous duo. Which is right here. Alright, I'll be counting on you. Like I said, I got work. Ask around the city. There are plenty of people who jump at the chance to fight as your second. Everyone's talking about you. I'm sure. Ah, it's late. I've got to get to the city myself and prep. Come on, Priel, hurry up and find a partner or you'll be disqualified. So that's their game. A surprise requirement with no official forewarning, and for a partner, no less. Next I'll have to fight with a hand behind my back. But I figured the other Vanguards would try something like this once I started winning our little tournament. If that's how it's going to be, bring it on! As you play the game, you might notice two sections on the right of the standard text box. The Q option is for saving the game. You can save mid-dialogue as long as that option is seen. Be sure to save when you can, especially on harder difficulties. The A option is simply a text log. Use it to check on what's been said in a given scene. Useful if you accidentally clicked past a text box or something. Yeah, apparently. You can also press Z during dialogue to instantly make the message appear, as well as turn on instant messages from the system options menu. While we're on the subject, RPG Maker VX Ace does have a thing that lets you choose what buttons on my controller do what, but it is super unhelpful. It's basically asking me to put in button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4. I don't know which one is which. That's the fault of RPG Maker VX Ace, not the fault of this game. Additionally, the screen size can be changed with Control F6, and full screen can be activated with F5. Well, that's useful information. This screen is almost too big for my monitor. I've got a 900p monitor, and this screen must be like 850, somewhere around there. Maybe 800? Maybe 800. I'm only streaming in 480p, by the way, because I don't have internet better to stream in HD. Select location. Alright. Well, the next location is obviously capital city, Garenia. But I can try some of these other places. Well, let's start here. Okay, that apparently was a save file option. Sure. Let me there we go. Once I got the game started, maybe then I can fiddle around with the button configuration. Like test and stuff. Alright, so what am I pressing to actually select it? No, that's the Q button again. That's the save button again. There we go. Did I leave the stove on? Who cares? A little bit of fire never hurt anyone. Well, not me anyway. I guess that was me selecting it. What if I choose this one? Bailey won't be home. She's preparing for her mission in the city with her stuck-in-the-mud brother. She may be a goofball, but she's earnest, so she never has any trouble getting work. I, on the other hand, must be too intimidating to approach. Let's see, Icefall Labyrinth. Bailey's come a long way as she's working in the vicinity of Icefall. The foes around these ruins are nothing to scoff at, and that's saying a lot coming from me. Of course, all residents of Garenia know that the true threat is the great beast who dwells within Fornius. There have been some close calls over the years. Sounds like something we'll have to fight. Fimbulvator Forest. Have no time for frolicking in the forest today, but perhaps a celebratory picnic after I win would be nice. Just me and my ravenous monster friends. Also, hello to Sir Rosser in the Twitch chat over there. I'm playing this game on RPG Maker VX Ace, and it's going to be a little bit dialogue heavy in case you can't tell, but there is going to be some battles and stuff. Alright, capital city, Garenia. Well now, whom should I invite to join me? I have a hunch about who my best bet is, but I prefer an alternative if possible. Well, this is a way to explore the town I was not expecting. Sure. This is going to be to leave, and the weapon shop's up there. Who looks the most interesting? I'm shorter on time, but I'm not that short on time. There's still a chance I could convince someone else to join me, right? Right. Well, obviously we're not choosing that person. Oi, Priel! Today's the day of your big fight, right? You and I are gonna be there for sure. I was so excited last night I could barely get to sleep. And I could barely sleep thanks to Royce's snoring. What brings you to the hotel at this hour, Priel? Not that I'm complaining. Just taking a little stroll about town. What do you boys think of Garenia? It's a lot busier than back home. I'm still not used to big cities, but my pendant's reactions are indicating there are a lot of people in need. So it's perfect for an adventurer like me. The diversity in Garenia is truly striking, given that the desertification of Edelweiss drives away most prospective immigrants. I'm thrilled to see such a mix of peoples. But the glut of researchers is what most intrigues me. Perhaps among them I'll find some theories about how to reverse the desolation of my homeland. Well, the ruins around this city draw all kinds. Some say that ancient weapons from the age of the apostles lie hidden here, or at least remnants of them. Wow, imagine finding one of those. What are we sitting around here for? I vote I'm going to go scope out the ruins. Not without me, Chief. You'll get lost and miss the fight. Well, good luck, Priel. I'm looking forward to witnessing some of your special techniques. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Deal? Alright, who else possibly then? I expected to meet fellow researchers interested in the ruins within the Icefall Labyrinth, but you've actually done your homework. I'm impressed. Tier, right? Your praise is humbling, Miss Rhiannon. For one at your young age to lead a field team is nothing short of astounding. I am a mere amateur by comparison. Priya is fine. If you weren't traveling with your sister, I'd invite you to join us, but it sounds like you have big plans of your own. Yes, soon our plans will come to fruition, and my experiments will be complete. At long last. Sorry, what were you saying? I just wish it were easier to find adventurers willing to take on the depths of Icefall. Two just took a job to clear the path to the entrance, but supposedly some terrible beast called Fornius dwells deep within. Oh? If you're looking for a strong adventurer, I'm looking for work. Priel Aelin, potentially at your service. Well, you seem like a bold woman. You must be a dragonkin by the looks of you. No wonder you're confident. Dragonkin, huh? That's a detail I was not aware of. That makes her more interesting, especially since I'm one. Although, probably not the same as her. Raccoon Dragon, by the way, in case any of you are not aware. The Vanguards must be glad to have you. I wouldn't go that far, but I get the job done. Not the type to work well with others? That would explain why you're looking for jobs in the street. No, I intend to ask through the traditional channels. And you're not the type to mince words, I see. Thank you. No, Rhea, that wasn't... In that case, I would recommend hiring Ray's Seatland. He's young and a visitor, but he's an expert navigator, which you'll need to escape the labyrinth once you enter. Wonderful. Tier, jot that down. But I thought you weren't bringing me along. My gratitude for your advice, Priel. Oh, my pleasure. How about you? Yo, me! Oh, she has a customer. Just a moment, Priel. Yes, I'm Karina's Orbal Crafter. If your equipment isn't channeling magic properly, I can determine the cause and repair it for a reasonable fee. My weapon hasn't lost functionality yet, but it's developed a surface crack that I'm concerned could expand with heavy use. I'd prefer to deal with it now before venturing outside. And he's strong by the looks of it. Hey Mir, who is this prudent fellow? Why are you asking me? This is Aurelius. He says he just arrived today, but apparently he intends on leaving tomorrow. What, so soon? You should make the most of your time in Garenia. Do something to be remembered by. No time. I'm looking for a woman. I'm a woman. Not you. Well, I'm looking for a warrior. Not me. No need to be shy. Mir, it's good to hold off on repairs for a day, right? Barring extreme stress, yes. Oh, that might be a problem. I meant on the weapon. Forgive me, but I must begin repairs as soon as possible so that I can get back to my search. She must have landed somewhere around here. Looks like I'll have my hands full today. Sorry I can't make your fight, Priel. It's over between us. Watch this wind up being the very last person I click that turns out to be the person I want. This person has cat ears. I approve of that. Hello, Keith. Oh, Priel. Shouldn't you be at the arena? Don't tell me you're slacking off too. I get enough of that here with Relima. Hey, Keith. The justice said I was too strong and I needed a handicap, so I'm out looking for partners. Want to be my dead weight? A tempting offer, but not this time. Relima has been sleeping fitfully, and I think she might be coming down with a fever. Besides, I want to finish reading this chapter. Hi, Priel. Man, I've been tripping out recently. I must be seriously hungry or something. Keith, feed me. Okay, the fact that that Keith's ears drooped is a nice touch. I'm not letting you suck my blood. I meant your pastries. Tea time has long since passed. Why don't you get your act together? We're not students anymore, you know. We have responsibilities. Have mercy. You don't understand how crazy these hallucinations are. Flashing lights, giant creme brulee? Creme brulee? Creme brulee? I've heard that word before, just can't quite remember it. Someone shouting Vian, big towers, the towers turning into stacks of pancakes. Okay, I was about to say this might be a premonition, but maybe not. I'm going totally nuts! Don't worry, no one will notice a difference. Oh, that's reassuring. Did you say you needed some dead weight, Priel? I think that's the only responsibility I'm cut out for right now. No thanks. If you get hurt while stumbling around out there, Keith will never forgive me. I didn't realize you cared how I felt, Priel. I don't. Your anger is just too predictable to be funny. It's true. Get out. Alright. Next. It's a fedora-clad man. Tread carefully, my lady. Some denizens of this fine city have generously shared their lunch with the cobblestones. Morgan. Ugh, disgusting. At this rate, I shall follow their lead. Kindly remind me why we've come to this disreputable place. Please recall that Garenia is home to the exiles of the other continents, where disparate people have learned to live in harmony. Contrary to its reputation, it is not a lawless land. It is a thoroughly unclean one, though, to say nothing of the frigid clime. This must be what comes of being governed by the sons and daughters of criminals. Be that as it may, those who have lost their way often come here seeking insight and inspiration in the tales of wanderers passing through. Those like us, you mean? The Vanguard Association, though it has spread to the far reaches of the world, originated here to tame the snowy wastes. It occurs to me that we're meeting a lot of characters here, and also Sir Rosser just subscribed. Thank you for that, Sir Rosser! Anyway, lots of characters here. I hope I don't have too much trouble remembering them all. So, Vanguard Association, known as spread to the far reaches of the world, originated here to tame the snowy wastes. Among its formidable adventurers, we will surely overhear some clues. In that case, let us cease wading through this mire masquerading as a street and hasten to an inn. I'm tired of evading these endless hazards. Should I carry you? Don't touch me. We didn't even get to be a part of that conversation. Alright, last person. Oh, it's Vayli again. Hi, Priel. How goes your partner search? Crowds of fans and aspiring allies are stampeding towards me as we speak. How go your preparations? Here's Gunnar. Better than yours, that's for sure. Oh? Are you excited to finally be better off than me somehow? Why don't you just admit you're in trouble? Honestly, might be the first step to making some actual friends. What? But Gunnar, Priel's so popular. The word you're looking for is notorious. The word she's looking for is fabulous. Oh, that too. I really don't get you. Aren't you worried you'll be disqualified? If I were worried, what would be the point of showing it? So that the people who care about you would help? I know, why don't you ask Perrine? Garner, that's... I'll think about it. Okay, so we actually just have to go around town to ask about and learn about various characters. Well, since we've opened up the obvious next location... Which button is save again? Well, I found the menu. Neat. Now I need to learn how to cancel out of it. The same button that opened the menu. Gotcha. Alright. Up here. That's the recap. Start. Select. Oh wait, save was right here. I'll learn these controls eventually. That was a nifty sound. Alright, now that we've saved, it is time to go on our first episode break. For those of you not aware, I split these streams into multiple episodes for more easy watching for those who want to watch the stream later on, especially at YouTube. Easier to watch a few half-hour episodes rather than watch a 2-hour stream all in one sitting. Unless that's your sort of thing. Which, if you're watching this at Twitch, it probably is, but I digress. Anyway, we'll be right back, and when we come back, we're going to move on to the obvious next location and get a party member. Possibly, we'll get some actual gameplay and get into a fight. That should be interesting.